Assalamu alaikum viewers. Hello, how are you? I think so. You're happy and you spent a good day. Today I brought a topic for you, that is auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verbs. What are the difference between auxiliary or modal auxiliary verbs? So let's start. Auxiliary verb. One is auxiliary verb, and second topic is modal auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb versus modal auxiliary verb. What are the differences between auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs? Today I will try my level best to explain it. First, I want to explain it with examples. Suppose you can see here, he is writing, he is writing an essay. Look, look at this example. I have written he is writing an essay. So here are two verbs. Number one is and number two is writing. So writing is an action verb, or we can say it is a transitive verb, and is supporting the word writing. If I remove the word is from here, look, there is no sense. He writing an essay. What? He is writing an essay. He was writing an essay. He will be writing an essay. The concept is not clear. So, the verb which is used to support the main verb, the verb which is used to support the main verb, that verb is called auxiliary or a helping verb. We have two words for this, an auxiliary and second word is helping verb. Look, it will put here is. He is writing an essay. Now the concept is clear. Is used as an auxiliary verb, or we can say is is used here as an helping verb. HV means helping verb. Sometimes we have different concept about is, am, are, was, were, will, shall, should, can, could, may, might. These words sometimes we consider and we think that all are means state verbs, or we consider describing verbs, but or linking verbs. But my dear, sorry, I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling coughing. So I'm sorry for this. But look at here is, if I want to mention he was writing an essay, he is writing an essay, he was writing an essay. So look at here, was is also used here as as a helping verb or as an auxiliary verb. First, I want to define you what do you mean the word auxiliary. Auxiliary or aux means, suppose sometimes we use a lead to listen something or a lead or a wire. If you want to extend it, so we need an aux. So aux means to support or to give a good support. So here auxiliary means the verb which gives a main support to the main verb. Otherwise the main verb has no sense or no meaning. In this manner, we can say is or was here used as an auxiliary verb. Suppose, or as an helping verb. My dear, we, we can help the the person or the thing whom who is there to receive our help. So that is why we can help him or her. Otherwise, we cannot help. So we can say ourselves we are helpmate or helping hand for others. Suppose you can say you are a helping hand of your mother or of your father. So, my dear, father or mother is a man, and you are auxiliary or aux. You can aux them, you can help them, support them. So, the main thing is your thing, or the person is your father. So, in this manner, if you are able, or the person is there who can receive your help. So the person is there and you are a helping hand because you give your support or your help for others. So who is the receiver? The receiver is a man person. If there is no receiver, so how can you a helping hand? So here we can say that this is helping verb or this is called a main verb. So helping verb is called when we have a main verb to support it. Next sentence, if I write here, she was playing she was playing tennis. She was playing tennis. What is the helping verb here? Was. And playing is used here, the main verb, or we can say an action verb, or is the main verb. But was is used here as an auxiliary verb or helping verb because was is supporting or helping the main verb playing. So in this manner we can say was is used as a helping verb or an auxiliary verb. One more example I'm just giving you here. Another example, suppose if I write here number 3, she is a good teacher. She is a good teacher. Sometimes student says, sir, is also used here as an help or as a helping or as an auxiliary. But my dear, is not used here as an auxiliary verb because there is no main verb how it can be an auxiliary verb. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling so well, but it is a big request for me. It is a big request to me, sir. Please do or give the lecture of auxiliary and modal auxiliary verb. That is why, in this severe conditions, you are observing or you observe in my video, but I'm trying my level best to give so that the students who requires it very early or very badly needed, so it can be fulfilled their requirement. That is why I'm just giving this lecture. I try my level best. You will pay attention and listen carefully and learn something. So here we can say is not as an auxiliary verb. So what is this? We can say either it is a linking verb or a state verb. A state verb. State verb means which gives or which tells about some state or being, not any action. Suppose she is a good teacher. Who is she? She is a good teacher. How is she? A good teacher. So in this manner, is indicates or describes the positions or the status of the subject. The verb which indicates, define, or explain or tell something about a subject, that is called a linking verb or a state verb. So my dear, this verb is joins the link she to this a good teacher. If I say who is a good teacher? She. So she is a subject. So is a good teacher is joining the link of she to a good teacher. So in this manner we can say is used here as an auxiliary verb. This phrase, it is a noun phrase, a good teacher. So I have already explained in my previous lecture, noun phrase is also used as a complement but with linking verb. So is used here as a linking verb or as an auxiliary verb. I think so you have understood the difference between linking verb means auxiliary verb or as a linking verb. Here, sorry, it is on an not an auxiliary verb, it is only a linking verb or a state verb. But here it is used as a linking verb because as an auxiliary verb. Why? Because it is supporting to the main verb. There are many verb you can use as a helping verb. So it is helping verb, but this is not helping verb. Suppose if I write I am going to college. I am going to college. So you can say am is used as an helping verb. Why? Because going is here the main verb. Going is used here the main verb or an action verb. It am is defining, that is why, or it is supporting, it is called a helping verb. I think so the vision is clear. I have already said my students, why do you confuse? Because the reason is that you have not a clear vision. If you have not a clear vision of anything, so you will remain in confusion and you will increase your tension. This tension will lead you wrong side, to be or not to be. When these type of MCQs, especially in federal board, in the exams, you feel some confusion whether it is a linking verb, whether it is a state verb, or whether it is a helping verb. So I think today this confusion will be removed. Look, if there is action verb or the man verb or any other verb before it which is giving the support of this verb and telling the meaning and the sense and aspects of a tense, that is called an auxiliary verb or a helping verb. Now come to the topic modal auxiliary verb. What are the modal auxiliary verb and what is the difference between auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verb? Look at here and try to understand the modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verb, we can say it can be can, could, may, might, will, would, should, ought to, etc. etc. I have given you some verbs, modal auxiliary verbs here. There are many more, but I want to prove you why they are called modal auxiliary verb. They also they are also look like as an auxiliary verb, but actually they are not helping or auxiliary. How? Listen, they are going to support, but they are called modal auxiliary. Why? Look at here and try to understand. If I write she can, can, she can speak, she can speak French. She can speak French. Next sentence. He may do this work. He may do this work by himself. He may do this work by himself. Number 3. Ali should respect his elders. Now look at here these 3 examples to understand what are the differences between auxiliary verb and modal auxiliary verb. Why they are called modal auxiliary verb? But look, in functionally, they are auxiliary verb. They look like an auxiliary verb. They just do the same function as an auxiliary verb. Suppose speak is used here as a main verb, okay, or action verb. She can speak French, but can is used here as a modal auxiliary verb. Why it is called modal auxiliary verb? Why it is not called an auxiliary, simple auxiliary. Listen, the reason is that along with the third person, my dear, we need to write with S or ES form as a singular subject with S or ES form. So we cannot write here she can speak English. Neither we can write here she can speaks English. So it means modal auxiliary verb, they do not accept any S or ES form or ing form along with themselves or as well as after their main verb. We cannot say she can speaks English, neither we can say she can speak English. In present simple tense or present indefinite tense, we have heard and then read there along with third person he, she, it, we use S or ES or IES with this verb. But my dear, we cannot use here the verb S or ES form in this. So that is why can is used as modal auxiliary verb. And he may do this verb. We cannot say he may do this verb. How does it look? Very awkward according to the grammar. So listen, means we cannot use as. Neither we can say he is does. He may does this work by himself. It is also wrong. Neither this as. So my dear, I want to explain what is the main difference between auxiliary and modal auxiliary verb. Neither we can use here Ali shoulds, nor we can use here Ali should respects. We do not use. That is why it is called modal auxiliary verb. So, in a nutshell, I want to explain again modal auxiliary verb, they do not use any S form with themselves, neither after the verbs which is used with them, the main verb or themselves, as I have given you example. But auxiliary verb can be used with S form. How? Look at here. Is, he is. We cannot say he am. We cannot say he am. So we can say he is or he was. He is or he was. Both are the S form, whether it is in present form, whether it is in past form. We can use S form. How? Look and try to understand. Suppose if you can say is the verb of be, to be verb. Is, am or are. These are to be verbs. Was and were, and third form is been. Is, am, are, was, were. My dear, along with them there is also S form. There is also S form is. There is also S form was. So I think so you have understood what I want to explain. We cannot say he am writing. We cannot say he am writing an essay. We cannot say according to the grammar it is not correct. So what we say, we need the S form of be verbs. So we use here the S form is, but we cannot use here the S form like cans. Like cans. We cannot use here the S form. So I think so you have understood what is the difference between auxiliary and modal auxiliary verb. Neither we can say, look, neither we can say will, he wills. He will go there. He will go there tomorrow. He will go there tomorrow. My dear, it's not the correct grammar. We say he will. So here there is no S form of will. He wills go there? Wrong. Neither we can say he will goes there. So neither the modal verb or the main verb use with S form when we use the modal verb. But when we use the auxiliary verb, we can use the S form here with it. My dear, neither we can use ing form with modal auxiliary or the main verb which is used with modal auxiliary verb. So we cannot say she can is speaking French. Speaking, can is speaking. My dear, she can speak. That is the correct form of the verb. So I think you have understood. One more example, just click in my mind right now. Look at here. There is also a form. Has he has a good idea. He has a good idea. Look at here, he has a good idea. We cannot say here he have. Both are the same meaning. But my dear, he is used as a third person singular. It requires S form. It requires S form, not without S. So my dear, here we can use the S form of have is has. So in this manner, we can say he has a good idea. So here has is also used as mod as a possessive verb, or we can use as an auxiliary verb. It is an only possessive verb or state, but it is not an auxiliary. If you want to make it an auxiliary, look at he has done. He has done his work. So now it is the mod auxiliary verb. Why? Because we have here the main verb done, or it is a helping verb or an auxiliary verb, but it has an S form. But here there is no S form with modal auxiliary. They look like the auxiliary or helping verb, modal auxiliary verb. That is why it is called modal auxiliary, not modal verbs. Modal auxiliary verb. In some books I have read, they wrote this one, the modal verb. Modal verbs. What type of modal verb? I think so. I'm not satisfied there. What are the modal verbs? My dear, modal auxiliary verbs, because they also provide an aux support to the main verb. We cannot say here, suppose She can French. What she can French? She can speak French. She can write French. What she can is French. Neither we can say she speak French. We need she speaks French. I think so. You have understood what is the difference between auxiliary or modal auxiliary verb. Keep watching and keep learning and keep praying for me and for all Ummah. And please pray for me. God, just recover me as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day. आबाद रहिए शाद रहिए